a guardian spirit tasked by the Fairy Queen to raise a hero to save them from the dastardly Frog Lord out to munch on fairy kind. With all their hopes pinned on you, will you be able to deliver them a hero to save them from their plight? What's up, girls and boys? What's up, Internet? I am Vianca, and this is our indie game showcase featuring YOLK Heroes, a Long Tamago. Developed by 14 Hours Production and published by Astrolabe Games, YOLK Heroes, a Long Tamago is a game where, as I've mentioned before, you take on the role of a guardian spirit whom the Fairy Queen has called upon to raise an egg into a legendary hero. It's part digital pet, the like similar to Tamagotchi and the virtual pets of the Digimon franchise, and part RPG adventure with a dash of idle gameplay to boot. And it is one that, in my humble and honest opinion, I think is perfectly balanced, wholesome, and fun. You start off with an egg that you need to protect from the elements while making sure that its temperature sits just about right with a 1-minute timer. How well you do in this determines the initial stats and how healthy your YOLK will be. From there, you are given 10 minutes to raise the YOLK, or the baby as you would a Tamagotchi pet, before it evolves into the toddler stage, where more options on how to take care of the future hero will open up to you, which includes how you will train your stats, of which there are 3: strength, dexterity, and intelligence, and also send them off on little quests to prepare them. From the toddler stage, and once the timer, which lasts about 30 minutes, and which is the final timer, by the way, that you would have to deal with in this game, is up, they will grow to their adult stage, where the game opens up even more. Depending on how you raise your elf, which is what the YOLK Heroes are called, they will end up getting one of several classes. You will also then be able to send them off on their quests, guiding and helping them along the way to help the distressed masses and defeat the Frog Lord for your first of many major quests. Equipment and items will also be made available here. Some you would need to buy from the money you get from completing quests, while others come as rewards from said quests. It is also at this point where stat caps, leveling up requirements, and the usage of experience in order to level up your YOLK will be implemented. All of the activities or actions you can do with your charge, with the exception of feeding them, each have their own minigames associated with them, done and completed with either the use of the mouse or the keyboard. These minigames range from simple button presses, timing said button presses, and Simon Says. The story itself that accompanies this cute, retro-inspired game is fun, and the dialogue, especially from the sassy Fairy Queen, is entertaining. It is filled with a lot of tropes, but that only adds more to its quirky charm. YOLK Heroes, a Long Tamago also has several areas for you to explore and chapters for your elf to live through. With how many variations your hero raising could go, you can find yourself keeping this game running for quite a long while. It is also a nice touch that they included a fairy kiss item, which basically allows you to reclass your yolk so you don't have to start over from scratch. There are also things you can unlock, from side quests triggered from doing specific actions to unlocking locations by progressing a different way than expected. I'm not gonna be doling out spoilers here just in case you guys would want to give this game a try. So if you want to know what those are, then you just have to explore and experience them for yourself. What I personally like most about this game though is that I can play it at a leisurely pace, a cozy pace, if you will. It even goes so far as to allow us, with a couple of tweaks, how frequently we would like to check up on our little elf to make sure they are happy without fear of missing out on anything story related. With the game's idle settings, I can choose whether I want my elf to do things while the game is not running, auto-scroll dialogue if I don't feel like pressing buttons all that much, auto-queue actions so that they will always have something to do without my supervision, choose which stat I want to prioritize or if I want it to be balanced, and choose whether I want events to occur even if I don't have the game running or if I want the game to await my return. It's honestly pretty cool to have so much control over what happens in this idle game. Apart from that, you also get a setting to choose how you would like the game to look. And let me tell you, there are tons of options to choose from. As for how the game runs on Steam Deck, it does run on default settings with no tinkering required, but if you want to get more playtime, you can lower the frame limit to 30 FPS with 60 Hz and enable the TDP settings to set from 3 to 5. The game will still run pretty well and for longer with these settings enabled. There is a couple of issues though with this game. It does have a couple of bugs right now, especially if you check on the bug reports thread on its Steam page, at least during the time of this recording. Personally, one that I've experienced while playing on the Steam Deck is where even if a cloud save feature is available for this game, and even if it is enabled on your profile and on your deck, the game will not read the saves between your PC and the deck, which is a total bummer if you want a seamless playthrough between the two gaming platforms or the two platforms. Another thing is, and this one is really unfortunate, putting the game or putting the Steam Deck on sleep mode will not progress the game along, even if you have the idle settings turned on. Another bug that I encountered while playing this game on the Steam Deck is that some of the achievements wouldn't unlock, even if you triggered the flag for them to unlock them, which is a bummer for an achievement hunter such as myself. But if you don't particularly care about that aspect of the game, and if you only plan to play this on the Steam Deck, then I think you're fine. It doesn't have any issues apart from, again, you cannot put the Steam Deck on sleep mode if you want to progress taking care of your yolk along. So you can just leave it on. So apart from that, as again I've mentioned, this game has a couple of bugs, and that includes progression-related bugs. Well, actually, most of them are progression-related bugs that goes beyond the Steam Deck. It is being reported. A lot of the bugs are being reported on the bug reporting page, and 14 Hours Productions are on the case. So they are updating the game regularly, trying to roll out fixes, so hopefully everything will be smoothed out. Overall, however, even with all these bugs, I personally think YOLK Heroes, A Long Tamago is a perfect union of a great many ideas that is executed and balanced really well from a development team that are as wholesome can be. Seriously, if you guys check out their updates and their replies, you can get a sense that even our own elves are precious to them with their show of sympathy and that they really care about this game that they have made. From the boot sequence that makes you feel nostalgia, it feels like a love letter for all the people who grew up caring for virtual pets, or those that are still doing so. With terrifically perfect, sappy, and hilariously entertaining writing, cute characters and sprites, very well animated 2D pixel graphics, easy to understand game mechanics, and even easier controls, and a cozy and charming atmosphere, it's not hard to sink so many hours with this game, whether it be idling in the background or with our own inputs to help guide our elf along. If you're looking for something cozy you can play on the background and on the side, and if you are itching to take care of a virtual companion and feel rewarded for it, then YOLK Heroes A Long Tamago is definitely a game you can check out on Steam. But that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, you guys know the drill. Dream on, fly on. Bye-bye for now. Keep safe, everyone. Thanks for watching.